Hello, it's me. It's me with the hat. It's Chrissy. Hello, how are you? I seem to be lapsing a little bit with my videos, and this is the first one that I've done to record that I'm going to put on YouTube for a little while, actually. Um, but hey, the freedom of choice, choosing if I'm going to do a video, if I'm not going to do it, what do I say? I only do a video when I have cause to share something. And as you can see from that banner behind me, it says all sorts of positive things on there, you know, and the big word, purpose. Over these last weeks, over these last few years, I've been trying to discover what my purpose is. And I know I'm not alone. And you go on this journey and you jump from one stepping stone to another stepping stone to the next one to the next one to get you to where you want to be. Now I'm going with the flow here because as I speak, I'm going to just share the words that come to me. Okay. um I had a purpose for doing this video today, and that's kind of moved over there a bit. So bear with me. Those of you who are used to my videos, they could go anywhere. They could take any direction whatsoever. A bit like life, really, isn't it? In life, we think we're going to follow a path, and then something happens, and we change direction, and we might go left, right, backwards for a while. But you know what? We always seem to end up in the right place at the right time. Funny that, eh? Sometimes I've found that I have been fighting with myself because I made a wrong turn, or so I thought was a wrong turn. And I was convinced I've made a wrong turn because I've ended up face planting in a pile of poo, wondering what the hell is going on. In other words, I have hit a roadblock. I've faced challenges, but don't we all? It's part of life. And we have a choice. We can either, I call it falling down the well, we can either stay down the well and wallow and play the victim for as long as we feel the need to. Some people never get out of that bloody well, sadly. The only person that can get you out of the well is yourself. I've fallen down and I've fallen into the well many times throughout my life. But I've never been one to wallow in it and do the big woe is me. I might stay down in the bottom of that well in that dark hole for a while, but most of the time I don't even let people know that I'm down there. I just deal with it in the best possible way I can. Now, it's all about attitude. It really is all about what goes on in our mind. It's about attitude, how we deal with those lessons in life, because at the end of the day, that's exactly what they are. They are there for a purpose. The reason we took the left turn instead of the right turn to hit a roadblock and fall down the well was because we had a lesson to learn. We may spend years wondering what the hell that lesson was about, but until we learn what it was about and acknowledge it and grow from it, you know what's going to happen, don't you? You will continue to have similar lessons. And it can be exhausting, but keep getting up, keep moving forwards, because one day, no matter what age you are, one day you will acknowledge those lessons. You will see exactly what that lesson was. And that's when that word on the other, that side, that word, There we go. That word, compassion, comes in. So our bad experiences, our lessons, lead us eventually to a place of compassion. How? Never mind about the how. The how always works out. But life is a journey. Okay? We have to have, let me get out the way, gratitude. So even the lessons that we find trip us up and cause us a lot of grief, have gratitude. Be grateful that that lesson is there to help you grow. Okay, it's really important. It's taken me years to get to this place of genuine compassion, to be able to forgive people that we have probably blamed for us being in a certain situation. If you can learn that earlier in life and get an understanding of people and how they act and react to situations. So someone might say something to you that upsets you, and you probably think, oh, I hate them. Don't like that person. They're being really mean to me. Yeah, they probably are. But they're acting out of whatever is going on in their life at the moment. You may have no clue. So if I snap at someone, like there's been times I'm going to use my son as an example. There's been actually I should do it the other way around. There's been times he's really snapped at me and taken my blooming head off. I can rise to that and go off like a volcano and tell him off and tell him to pull his head in, and I have done it in the past. But as he's getting older and as I'm getting wiser and older, I'm realizing that if he snaps at me, I'm going to use the word snap, that's the easiest way I can call it. If he has a moment and snaps at me, then it's not because I've upset him. I may have said something to trigger him, but I haven't set out intentionally to upset him and make him angry. There's something that's happened in his day that has triggered his reaction to something I've said. Oh, I tell you, the human race we're a tricky lot. And it's easy to fly off the handle in response to something somebody has said to us or done. Some people are out and out mean. And some people will go out of their way to rock the boat and upset people and cause trouble. But then, are they really aware? Do they really intend to make your life hell? Some do, but even those that might do that, where has that stemmed from? That's probably something that we can never answer. The reason I'm talking about this today is because I went on a journey yesterday. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to go into great detail with it. I went on a journey yesterday, and it took me back in time. And it was absolutely fascinating. And I'm still processing, okay? But what it did, it took me back into some past life stuff as well. And as a result, I was able to clear some stuff that has been causing me problems for many, many years. Some stuff has been causing me problems throughout my whole life. And being able to go back and address certain things and get an understanding as to why those events happened why I was a victim to certain events, and why those people how and why it all happened. I don't want to go into specifics because I don't want to give it any further energy. But do you know something? I went through a massive healing. And for the first time in a long time, I can actually speak about this without feeling the victim, without feeling sad, angry. It's gone. All I can feel is forgiveness and compassion, and know that I've been able to let things go, really let things go. And I also now know that any karma that's due from other people, it will play out for them however it's meant to, without me having any impact whatsoever or any influence on that. I have been able to let go completely of people and situations, knowing full well that any future lifetime, if I choose to come back in any future lifetime, those people will never be back in my life again. I feel free. I feel so free, like I have never felt before. It's such a relief. I can't tell you. I can also see why there have been certain things in my life that have caused me to get to a certain place and stop and not progress. When you start to understand what's holding you back from anything and why, wow, it's amazing. It's amazing. Now, is it easy to do this work on yourself? Is it easy to be able to clear these things, to heal from stuff like this? No, it's not easy. It takes time. And the person that I had been put in touch with to go through this yesterday, this process, let's call it, if I had gone through that process a month ago, 6 months ago, 6 years ago, I don't think it would have had the same impact because I was not ready. I've had to do a lot of other work on myself, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, to open the door for that teacher to come through to help me. So I'm going to talk a little bit about age because I shared a post earlier and I said something about once upon a time I said that, you know, getting old was no fun, but now I see it as a great adventure. I can actually say that with complete honesty now. I was finding that I was exhausted. I was finding that, you know, energetically, as in my energy, was depleted. And it has been for many, many years. I hadn't even really realized just how, you know, how low the batteries had got. But I now feel like they are recharging, and there's nothing stopping them from recharging. And for the first time, I'm excited. I'm really excited about my future. It's not about age. I swear it's not about age. It's about It's about the way we look at life. It's about the way we see life. And to be able to see it clearly and know that those things that were holding me back before, they're not going to hold me back anymore. I've got my power back. I have got my power back. I've been able to take my power back. And I hadn't realized until yesterday just how much I'd given away. I mean, some of you know me quite well. Some of you think you know me. I came to a realization yesterday that I really lost sight of who I was. I don't think I've known really who I am and what I'm capable of for many, many years. Many years, because I've been living under a shadow. Yeah, it's hard to put that into words. Some of you will be watching this and thinking, oh, I can't listen to this anymore. What the hell is she talking about? But some of you who need to hear what I'm saying will completely understand where I'm going with this, or where, they'll understand, you will understand what I mean. And some of you might feel that you're in a similar situation. Okay. The best thing I can say to you is give yourself time to heal. Know that it might take many years. So during the process of life, enjoy each day as it comes. Don't look and think, oh my gosh, is this what my life has come to? Is this what my life is about? What's the point? No. Don't ever think that. Take each day as it comes. Put yourself in a positive mindset. So even if you are trudging through the brown, smelly stuff, put a smile on your face and know that this is just temporary. This too will pass. Put your boots on, splash around in the mud, laugh and say, hey, I'm another step closer to the next wonderful thing that's going to happen. So that is the best thing I can say to you, is be grateful for the shit. I know that sounds really candid, but be grateful for the bad things that feel like they are surrounding you. Because when you've got the gratitude and when you can have the attitude that this is just temporary, this is temporary, this is temporary pain, and it will pass. Start to then think, what makes you happy? Now, whether you dig deep within yourself to find a memory of something in the past that just made you so happy, joyous, think of that feeling and embrace that feeling and feel that joy. And you know what? The dark bit won't feel quite so dark anymore. Keep looking for the light. Keep looking for the good. Keep looking for the positive. If you have a negative thought, be aware of it, let it go and turn it into a positive. If you feel anger, take a big deep breath, breathe into it, and get out of your head and stop making that anger feel bigger. Look for a way to move beyond it and find a place of compassion. I used to think that I could forgive more easily. And many times over the years, I have tried to do that whole forgiveness thing. It isn't easy until you reach that place deep within you where forgiving becomes an action and not just a word. I knew the amount of times I've said in the past, I forgive that person, I forgive this person. It was a word. I thought I meant it, I tried to mean it, but I was still hurting too much. The pain was too deep within me to forgive. Now I can forgive. I don't have any anger or animosity towards those people. I can only feel compassion and forgiveness. But going one step further, after forgiving, well, after feeling that compassion, deeply feeling it, and being able to forgive, I was then able to transport them with love out of my energy field for eternity. It's a wow moment. It's a wow moment. I don't think I'm going to speak any more on this subject at the moment. I think I'm just going to leave it there, and let you ponder my words. I'm sharing from the heart. I'm not going into details. Some of you are thinking, oh, what happened? Who are those people? What's the juicy gossip? You know, I ain't telling you because I'm not angry anymore. There's nothing to share. It's gone. It's been, I think the word I'm looking for is transcended. I've sent them, they've gone. If you can get to that place with anyone that has caused you any pain, physically or emotionally, throughout your life, do as much work on yourself as you possibly can to get you to a place where you can feel that joy again. That way, there it is, joy. Believe in yourself, have faith in above, whatever it is that you believe in. Have faith. You are being guided, you are being looked after, you are being carried at times when you don't even realize it. Okay, so hold on to good intentions, hold on to love in your heart. Sometimes it might feel like that's impossible, but it's there within all of us. It really is. And one day you will find that freedom that will help to take you to a place in life that you will feel that joy again. Okay, I hope this has helped someone today. Please message me or send me a comment if this has helped you. If you think it's a load of tish tosh, I can't say it. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Just take what you need from it, leave what you don't. Okay, lots of love. Take care. I'm out here. Bye. Now, where shall I share this though? We'll see. We'll see. I might have to share this in my other. I'll stick it on YouTube, and then whoever happens to stumble across it can hopefully enjoy it or get something positive out of it. See you. Bye-bye. One of these days, I'm going to talk to you a bit about manifesting as well. That might be today, it might be tomorrow, it might be ages from now. But when you get to that place of inner freedom, it's amazing what can actually happen. Bye. See ya.